Ghostbusters.
So Ghostbusters was number 1 at the box office. What'd you think?
I'm not even gonna give, like, I don't want to do any spoiler alerts or anything, but like, that movie had me crying. Like, that kind of cry where you can't catch your breath type of cry. Anyways, I really thought it was
so I look
very
over
well
and Mary's
done.
bawling like a baby.
Snots, everything. Bubble snots. But I really thought, like, I like the Ghostbusters original movies, and I was like, how are they going to make this movie come anywhere close to being as good? And they did. Like, they're just as good as the other movies, and they did a great job with, like, trying to find a different angle. And
well, number 1, this Ghostbusters, and it's called Afterlife, right? It tied into the old movies, right? So they had footage from the old movie tying into this movie, right?
Yep.
So, and then they paid homage to the old movies, you know, so that made it, you know,
very good.
Right, so
they had some big actors and actresses in it, like obviously the Paul Rudd, which, side note, is supposed to be the most sexiest guy of 2021. But who voted for that? Because I didn't get a survey. I'm just saying. Like, I think he's a great actor. He basically plays the same roles in every movie, kind of like, what's that? Ryan Reynolds plays the same character in every movie. But guess what? I'll see those movies because I like them both. But I just don't see how. Someone could claim that he's the sexiest man alive. They must have pulled.
Let's say unless certain people can't get it 2 years in a row, it doesn't make any sense, you know.
What?
Because who is 2020's sexiest man?
Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Wasn't it Michael B. Jordan?
He was one of them. I think he was either 20. There was I'm pretty sure he was 2020.
So it's like, right, unless he can't get it like 2 years in a row.
I just want to know who they polled. I just want to know who they polled.
Right.
Like, did they? Because I'm sure they.
It was like between this guy and like the Penguin.
Damn. No. I think they polled just a bunch of people that went to see movies, like mothers. Like, because I feel like mothers would be the ones to think Paul Rudd
I mean, they're
is
definitely.
Sexy. I saw on TikTok, side note again about Paul Rudd. He was up against Captain America. Some girl got stopped, and there was like a TikTok, and they were like, "Yeah, so if you could sleep with Paul Rudd or the guy from who's Captain America, which one would you pick?" And they didn't know that they were like behind the corner. And she goes, "I would pick Paul Rudd because he's sexy, and he was in Clueless." And then they both pop out, and they're like. You know, he's like, "Oh, okay." And they start talking, and the guy's like, "Excuse me, Captain America, you need to get your own space, get your own room. You're not in this anymore." And I'm just like, who would pick Paul Rudd over Captain America? I'm not really sure. But anyways, Paul Rudd was in it. He did good, I guess. I don't know if they just needed like another like person who was well known to be in it.
Yeah, so he was the well-known face for sure. He was also funny too. So
yeah, he was funny. Like I said, I like him. He's like funny.
He's comic relief in most things, like Ryan Reynolds is, right? So, and
the little kids are one of the kids was from Stranger Things. The other one, the girl, is a singer, and she's also in a couple movies.
So the Stranger Things kid probably got, you know, the younger generation to, you know, to come out. Yeah. Honestly, when we saw it, it was definitely the packedest theater that we had been in.
Since 2020.
You know, since the pandemic started. So I'm just happy people are going to the movies again, really.
I mean, I am, but I still like my private theater. But anyways, it was good. Definitely go see it. It was worth it. It was worth it.
All right, what'd you think of King Richard?
I liked King Richard. I like those kind of like real movies that are about real events and
based on true stories.
Based on a true story. I like that. I think Will Smith, after like at the end of the movie, they do
they show
like real
videos,
interviews or like real videos
that the movie was based on.
And Will Smith, spot on.
I was actually very impressed with the girls that were playing Serena Williams and Venus Williams.
Oh yeah,
because their mannerisms were exactly like
the footage
that they showed at the end. Mm-hmm. So that was very impressive to me. Being, I don't know how old those girls are, but
they're great actresses. I'd never seen them in a movie before.
So they did wonderful. Mm-hmm. Like I say, the story of Venus and Serena Williams
is inspirational already.
Right. But the thing that made their dad so impressive is that, most parents would have thrown their kids to the wolves, and he actually pulled both of his kids out of junior tennis, which at that time was how you were known in the tennis world. Mm-hmm. Right? To be able to go pro and all that stuff. And for him to do that was very controversial.
But he did the right thing for his kids.
Right. So they both know 4 different languages. They both had A's in school. Like,
their values were good.
So to me, if there's athletes to look up to,
it's Venus and Serena.
I mean, absolutely, they are both class acts, and you can tell that was,
instilled in them.
Yeah, instilled in them from a young age.
But what I didn't know after going back and doing research is that I really didn't know that Venus and Serena weren't the first kids of Richard.
Right, so he had already had a previous marriage that had messed up, that had failed.
And he had nothing to do, from what my understanding was, after he divorced or didn't continue to be with the mother of his other children, he left and he didn't have any communication with that set of children. He has like 11 kids.
Right.
So it almost to me was like, not a redemption story, but like people are so I saw, long story short, I saw an article that said his other kids came forward and said Venus and Serena's new movie King Richard only shows half of what the real story is. Not really. It shows Venus and Serena's perspective of their father and the influence their father had on their lives, not necessarily hit the other kids' lives.
Right.
Because they obviously weren't around during that time of their life.
Right.
So you could definitely tell Venus and Serena love and adore their father and credit 90%, if not 100% of their success to both their mother and their father.
Right.
So if his other kids want to come out with a King Richard story or a sequel about their experience, or they want to write a book, go ahead and try. I mean, somebody will read it. But give him Venus and Serena, the whole point of that movie was to give respect and credit that was due to their father. And their perspective of their father, which obviously they think of their father as the king of the house. Mm-hmm. He made all the decisions. He pointed them in the right direction. Like, it was a great movie. I'm just gonna keep saying that, and it made me realize too, like, what was it, early 2000 when we looked it up, that Venus and Serena actually played each other and how big of a deal that was. Like,
big time.
Like, I had no idea that I was watching history. I really didn't. Like, in 2000, how old was I in 2000? 20 years ago? 11, 12, 13, something like that. like, I didn't realize at that time how big of a deal that was. So watching that movie and putting it in perspective at the time that I was in that moment when the movie took place, I was like, wow.
Right.
Anyways, didn't mean to go on a big tangent, but I loved it. Go see it. I love Will Smith. Will Smith is one of my favorite actors of all time. He just does great, and he can play diverse roles. Like, he's one of those actors that can do that are very. They become like the character they're supposed to be.
Right.
Like, that he just embodies it, and you don't even know that he was Men in Black or whatever other character he's supposed to play. Like, you don't think of the other roles that he's played while you're watching the current movie that you're watching with him in it.
And I'm Nate.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is the So What You Want to Talk About podcast.
So, what you want to talk about?
Make sure you like,
Comment,
subscribe,
tag a friend,
send the video to somebody.
All the other things there is to do, just do it. Ring the little bell and subscribe.
Make sure you check out London and the Googly Goo, available on Amazon.com, written by the lovely Meredith Dillon. Make
sure you check out Ensorsale. I'm rocking an Ensorsale sweater or zip-up coat. It's very cool. I love it. It's on Ensorsale.
We actually just made that. It's not up on the website yet. So you
can't. But if you like it,
we will put this up for pre-order. If you actually like this.
If you like this, yeah. We got t-shirts and stuff too. You should check it out. We got some sales still going on. It is, we got you. Just check us out. Ensorsale.com.
We're going to extend Black Friday through my birthday, December 12th.
Why don't you just do 70% a birthday? Off. Why don't you just do a birthday special?
Fine, it's a birthday special.
For you, yeah, instead of a...
We're going to make a birthday special on Ensorsale.com.
Yeah.
It's up to 70% off on the website.
We're doing a birthday special.
Check it out.
Yes.
Get cool designs like Stay Fit Forever, Gains Freak, Fluffy on the Inside, Bar Babe, Bar Bro.
All of those. You can check it out on our
Good
website.
Vibes Only.
That's right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.